Hey guys and gals, Scott Garan here, Master Fitness Trainer. Not sure what's going on with the beard today. It's curling up, so just disregard it. Bad hair day, I guess. Tonight we're going to discuss the proper form for the bent over barbell row. There's a lot of kind of misconceptions out there how you should do it, but I'm going to show you a proper form that will prevent you from injuring yourself, still getting the most out of the lift, but most of all, allowing you to be able to walk when you're my age, 54 years old, because a lot of the techniques that I see in some of the gyms are just brutal. Like they're just totally wrong. There's nothing but injuries awaiting. So we're going to try to avoid that, and I'm going to show you how to do it properly. So a lot of the time, if I've been in other gyms, I don't allow it to happen here. We're very conscious of how we train here. But I go into gyms and I see a lot of people doing the bent over barbell row with their back at about 90 degrees. It's flat. We don't want to do that in a regular bent over barbell row. So what they do is the barbell is far away from their body. You want to keep that the bar close to your body if you're going to do it properly. So what they're doing is they're basically trying to keep their back flat, which because of your hamstrings sometimes is hard to do. So they're trying to keep it flat. They're bending over, and the bar is far away from their body, and they're pulling it up. The problem with that is because the distance away from your body, the barbell right now, I only have 10-pound bumper plates on, so that's 65 pounds. But on your back, it's about 500 pounds on the low back. So by keeping it closer to your body, hinging at the knees and at your waist, you're going to be able to get more efficiency. You're going to be able to do more work, and basically you're going to be able to gain more hypertrophy in the back, growing your back bigger, which is probably 90% of the people's goals. There are some strength athletes that just want to do heavy weights. I'll discuss that kind of towards the end. But this is something you want to avoid. And now I'll explain the proper form for how we can do this exercise. So a lot of the experts will tell you that you should be doing the stiff-legged row off of the floor. So my back is going to be basically parallel to the floor. Legs are fairly stiff. Like I said, the problem is the bar is away from your body and you're pulling it up that way. To me, it's just, it's risk reward. It's too dangerous. You could risk a low back injury, and we don't need that. So I suggest getting your squat rack either outside or inside. I don't care how you use your squat rack, but placing the pins at knee level, maybe an inch or two lower than that, depending on how your rack works, the settings. So like in a deadlift, like what they're recommending is you're far away from your body. I think the bar should come close to your body. So instead of just hinging at your hips like this, I think we should hinge at the hips and the knees. So now we're bringing it here like this. So there's a couple things you gotta realize when you're doing this. So you want to keep it close to your body, but there is a key here. the higher, it's kind of hard to explain. The further back your elbows go, the more your lats are engaged in this muscle building exercise. So you want to keep your elbows in, and you want to pull it instead of the belly button at the top of your six pack, the top of your abs, just under your pecs. That's going to allow, so if I'm doing this, if I pull it to my belly, like my belly button, you'll see there. But now if I pull it to my upper pecs, you see how much higher my elbows go. That's going to engage the lats more, and that's what you want. So it's important to pull it to here, but also keep your elbows in as much as you can. They're going to flare a little bit, but as you're pulling, you want to be here and not here. So this is the move here. So I'm keeping it. My feet are shoulder width apart. Hands are just a little bit outside that, so I can, clear my knees. I'm going to keep my head up. I want to keep that natural curve in my back. That's going to protect my low back. So as I'm coming down, I'm here. Then I'm going to keep my elbows in and bring them up to my upper abs. And lower it back down. Once again, elbows in instead of flaring them out. And back down. So this is hypertrophy training. And I believe time under tension is the key to building bigger muscles. There's time for speed, there's time for a little bit of this and that. But overall, time under tension is the key. Now, if you're a power lifter and you want to develop that speed strength, it's a real simple modification. Same thing, keeping that spine. So we're going to be right below our knee, and then we're just going to explode up, and explode up, and explode up, instead of a little slower motion that bodybuilders would try to gain hypertrophy. So these are my tips for today on how to do the bent over row. And I want to thank you for checking out GaranFitnessConsulting.com.